Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are thrifting at Value Village. This is actually in the community that we used to live in. So I grabbed a cart. Normally I don't film this part, but it's very weird that I did film it because I found something amazing as soon as I walked in the door. As you can see here, these two blow molds were just sitting here. They were both $20.99. I could hardly believe it. We got there right when the store opened, but a few people had been in before I got in. This is one of two snowman blow molds that I like. I don't particularly like Santa ones, so this woman came up right behind me and was like, oh my god, look at those. So I immediately just grabbed the snowman and put it in my cart, and then she asked if I was getting both of them, and I told her no. So she decided to get the Santa. I was freaking out because I just was not expecting that at all to happen, especially there. I was like shaking. I ended up dropping this wreath because I just couldn't believe it. So many people approached me while I was shopping and trying to film the video, talking about the blow mold. So including the worker who was putting out Christmas stuff. I guess they had a bet going about how long they would last, because I think they had just put them out that morning. So very, very excited. I also just found another blow mold, the other snowman that I like, so I'm so excited. But yeah, it was an amazing day. I actually went to a bunch of places and I got, I think, 5 or 6 vintage things off my wish list. So I'm going to post all of those videos the rest of the week, and then I'll post my decorating vlog that I was going to post this week, but I've had some issues. So anyway. I saw this pack of unopened Christmas crackers, but to me it looks a little bit 90s, maybe early 2000s, and I'm curious if you do Christmas crackers. I feel like it's more of a UK thing, but I feel like maybe a little in Canada. I know that when I was growing up, I had never even heard of it before. We never did it on either side of my family that I'm aware of. I don't remember. John and I have done it a couple times, but it's not something we do all the time. But I'm curious if your family does do it and where you live, because yeah, I don't know that it's super popular in the United States or Canada, but I think it is really popular in the UK. So I don't know. I could be wrong though. Maybe it is popular in the United States. I don't know. It could be popular in Canada too, but not in the areas where I've lived. So who knows? I just find things like that very like fascinating to hear about, I guess. Actually, I find Christmas traditions in general from other countries very interesting to hear about. Somebody shared, who lives in Germany, she shared like what they do on Christmas Eve, and I loved reading her comment. I still think about it sometimes. I don't know if she still watches my videos or not, because this was a while ago that she talked about what they do, and it was just, it's so different than what we do, but it's like such a beautiful tradition. I loved hearing about it. So then when we got to the bags, I've shared this before, but I find it really hard to film this part and actually look at it as well, because I need like two hands. So I did that whole thing and then the other parts without filming. Whenever I see something I think is worthy of showing you, I usually do. To be honest, the last couple of years, I don't find there to be anything really like worth showing, really, compared to, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. They were a gold mine for me. I got most of my ornaments from those bags, but a long time ago. I did end up getting 3 bags though, which I open with you at the very end of the video. So stay tuned. I did find some cool stuff. at the end here they had bags again, but they were all filled with Christmas cards. It looks like they may have taken packs and kind of divided them out, because I was seeing a lot of the same cards in different packs, and I kind of wish that they wouldn't have separated them. I did kind of look for a little, but then I ultimately just decided not to get any for today anyway. I thought it would be cool if I could find vintage Christmas cards that I could send back to you guys for the Christmas card exchange, but I don't know, like, if I'd be able to find enough, or like, I don't know. I'm just, and also I should mention that Canada Post is on strike right now. They started their strike on Friday, so I'm hoping it doesn't last too long and it won't affect the card, but I will leave my PO box again in the description. If you want to send me a Christmas card, I will send one back to you, although depending on what happens with the strike, it might be, you might not get it until after Christmas depending on the strike. But my plan is, as soon as I get a card, I'm gonna mail one back the very next day so that we have a chance of getting to you as quick as possible. So I kept on looking, but I was clearly still haunted by the wrapping paper. So I ended up getting down, and then I stopped filming so I could use both my hands to actually open up the box to see actually how much was there left on the roll to help me make my decision. There wasn't that much left on the roll, and what was there was quite tattered, so I probably would have had to like throw out a little bit because it was all kind of ripped and tattered. So ultimately I just decided not to get it, but I'll admit, looking at it, the footage, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have. It wasn't that much money, but yeah, if it would have been more on the roll, I probably would have. But it just, I don't know, what is it with wrapping paper? Like, I feel like it's so boring now, and it has been for at least 25 years probably. But I did really like it. But ultimately I didn't think it was worth $5 something for like a little bit of a roll. Alright, so now I will show you everything that I got. So I got this VHS Jetson Christmas Carol. I loved this cartoon when I was a kid. I swear 1960s TV is like my favorite ever, between the cartoons that were made and also the sitcoms, but I ended up getting that, and then I did get 3 bags like I mentioned, so I thought we'd just kind of open them up together and see what was in there. Generally, when I get a bag, I see at least like one thing in there that I feel is worth getting for the price of it. So this one looked interesting. I kind of liked the candles, even though the gold was peeling off. I thought I could probably just peel the gold off and use them anyway. And I saw it had a lot of gift tags and things, and I just thought, yeah, this is worth it. So let's see what's in there. So the candles, obviously, these were quite popular, like I feel like in the 80s maybe. I've sold quite a few before, different varieties and versions, but I do like that twisty candle. So they're obviously probably old enough that the glue on the gold part has just let go. So there was quite a few gift tags in there. These look like they were probably like pretty inexpensive from a store to begin with. I realized there was actually a whole other layer of that. I think there ended up being 2 packs in there. And then we've got some teddy bear stickers. And usually what I do when I get these bags, I just take out whatever I want, and then I'll usually just collect all of the other stuff and redonate it back either to that store or a different store. These gift tags kind of had a 90s vibe to me. We actually need gift tags too. I don't think we have any, so it was like perfect. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep these or donate them. But there was 2 packs of those as well, I think. And then I saw this bow and ribbon, and as soon as I touched the bow, it felt like it was about to just crumble, and that made me think maybe it was pretty old, even though it didn't necessarily look like it. But then I did find a date on it from 1992, so I guess it's 32 years old, which is so crazy that the 90s is that far away now. I don't think that I'm going to keep that though. And then there was a pack of these gift tags, which were kind of cool. They were snowmen, but they were almost like a snow globe as well in the middle, like it was belly, I guess. And then here's the other pack. I think it was made by the same company, but they're different. But these definitely kind of have a 90s look to them, to me anyway. So then it also came with 2 packs of tissue paper, still new in the package. This isn't really my style necessarily, and I do have tissue paper already, so I'll probably just donate that. And there's another pack of those same things, but then I did notice I could see these in the bag, these Grinch tags. I think I am going to keep these. And I was wondering where they were from. This sticker, that little like label there, like looks familiar to me. And I used to collect stickers like when I was a kid in the 90s, so in the 80s. So I don't know if that's where I'm recognizing it from. I did end up finding a year on it from 2000, which is when that Jim Carrey live action came out. So I guess that makes sense. They probably had a ton of kind of Grinch merch at that time. So then I found this bag for a little bit cheaper, for $4.49, and I knew instantly I wanted to get this one because I could see the top of this package of labels, which it was covered by some stickers, but I knew that it looked like it was probably from the 70s, and then it did have some bags in there as well, so I was very excited to get this one open to look at the vintage tags. So this one ended up having a pair of scissors in it, and I think for safety reasons they have to put tape over them, so it was stuck to the bag, so I was having a hard time getting it open, but I think it's cool that these came in it, so I'm gonna actually put those with my wrapping paper, just keep them there. So they had this brand new pack of boxes for $4, so I just thought I'd open them so we could saw those two, and then these were the ones in the middle. These kind of look very late 90s, early 2000s to me, but I do love this holly and berries one, so I am going to keep that one. We actually just reuse our boxes and bags. I think some of them we've been using for around 20 years now. So I don't really need boxes necessarily, but I do really like the holly one, so I'm going to keep that one. And then there was this pack of bows in here. I might actually put these on our basement tree. And then they had a bunch of cards that were, these were actually very like thin and flimsy, so, and they didn't have any envelopes with them, so I think there was only like 2 or 3 designs, so I'm definitely gonna donate those. And then we just have these stickers that were covering the labels there. I'm definitely going to donate those as well because I don't think I have a use for them. But here are the like gift tags. Oh, they're amazing. I actually have some that are very similar to this. Actually, some of the snowmen I have already, but I don't think I had any of the other ones. But I'm very excited. For some reason, there's a red one covering the green ones, which I thought maybe it was open, but it's not, so I'm not sure what that looks like, but I definitely felt like that was worth the $4 something just to get all of those tags. So then my last bag, really I just got this solely for those yellow satin balls, but here is what else was in there. This is kind of a weird thing. I think this must be for crafting, but it had these weird like orbs in it that lit up. This one was like flashing. I don't know, I'm gonna donate all of that stuff as well, but at the end of it I ended up getting 12 of the satin balls, which I think was a pretty good deal for the money I paid for the bag, and I'm okay donating everything else. I find it's getting harder and harder to find the satin bells, and these ones were in really good shape. They were not, you know, sometimes they get snagged on things and they start to kind of come apart a little, so I was pretty happy with that. I do like a tree with just kind of satin balls on it, so I'm always kind of on the lookout, but I don't see them nearly as much as I used to. But I'm definitely like probably the happiest with those satin balls and these gift tags. Anyway, that was it for this trip. Obviously, I also got the blow mold, which you could see pretty good at the beginning of the video. It's actually really early in the morning and it's freezing outside and it's out in the trunk, so I didn't feel like going out there just to refilm it. So anyway, yeah, I'm so excited to share with you guys everything that I found yesterday. I can hardly believe it. And then I'll share, you know, my decorating and like a house tour next week after I post all of those videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.